As many of you know, in June of last year, the United States Supreme Court issued the infamous decision, South Dakota versus Wayfair, which overturned our long-standing physical presence rule. But by overturning that physical presence rule, the Supreme Court created a very uncertain legal landscape in which other taxing jurisdictions may be able to impose their sales and use tax collection obligations on New Hampshire businesses, even if that business doesn't have a physical presence within the state and within that jurisdiction. So this bill is a major step forward to protect our New Hampshire businesses in the wake of that very harmful decision to our state. The legislation provides tools to allow New Hampshire to navigate that uncertain legal landscape in the coming years and provide those protections. I'm going to invite Senator Bradley and Representative Almey to come up and talk about the bill and the process in terms of finally getting to this point. So we are getting a signature on it, which is great. But under this bill, a foreign taxing jurisdiction is now going to be required to give notice to the Department of Justice at least 45 days prior to beginning any efforts to impose these sales and use taxes. And our Department of Justice will then conduct a review to ensure that any attempts to impose these sales and use taxes are truly constitutional. And if the Department of Justice believes that the other foreign taxing jurisdictions are improperly targeting our businesses, they'll be empowered under this bill to actually be able to file suits and block that process moving forward. And finally, if a business is determined to be required to collect and remit sales tax from an out-of-state entity, this bill does give that business the right under New Hampshire law to recover some of the reasonable and costs incurred into that collection.